Hello everybody, welcome back to the NW Sportscast. Today we continue our player profile series with Samad Taylor, Mariners infield utility infielder. He's probably not going to make the big league team out of spring training, but he's going to be a valuable asset this season. Samad Taylor, very similar player to Sam Haggerty, who we're actually going to be talking about tomorrow. Last year, Samad Taylor got just 60 at-bats in a grand total of 31 games played. He hit 200 with a 279 on base, 267 slugging, 546 OPS for a 52 OPS plus, 4 runs batted in, 2 doubles, and 8 stolen bases. And that's what really jumps out to me. He didn't play much, but he did steal 8 bases. He did some pinch running, and he was not caught stealing a single time. His wins above replacement was negative 0.2, but he barely played, so that's understandable. What really matters for Samad is his minor league stats. And his minor league stats are pretty solid. He's been a pretty good minor league hitter. He hits about 230, 240, 250. He steals a lot of bases. He has some good power. And all around, very good player. He also plays every position in the infield, so he can play second, shortstop, third base, and also has experience in left field, which basically also means he can play right field. So yeah, he's a utility guy, plays all around the diamond. His projections for this year, he's projected to have 235 plate appearances, 208 at-bats, 6 homers, 10 doubles, 11 stolen bases, 25 runs batted in, a 245 batting average, and a 720 OPS. Personally, I think those projections are way off. Honestly, 208 at-bats seems pretty high for him, considering that he's probably 17th on the depth chart, and he is lowest on the infielder depth chart. He is in the 40-man, so he would get called up, probably eventually, but I just don't see him getting 208 at-bats. That seems like a lot. Also, if he does get 208 at-bats, there's no way he's only stealing 11 bases. Like, come on, let's be serious here. The guy in 30 games, he was 8 for 8 last year. You think they're going to only steal 11 times this year? No way. If this guy is actually on the Major League roster for an extended amount of time, he's going to swipe probably 20, maybe even 30 bases. He's going to be a huge on-base threat. If you look at his Baseball Savant page from last year, you're going to find that he was 91st percentile in sprint speed. The guy is a freaking beast on the base paths. He's that fast. He's that quick. I'm going to pull up his minor league stats just to show you guys some of these numbers on stolen bases. In 2018, he stole 44 bases. He was 44 steals with 16 times caught. Then in 2019, he stole 26 bases. In 2020, he stole just 3, but he only played 25 games. In 2021, he stole 31 bases. In 2022, he stole again 31 bases. And then in 2023, last year, he stole 43 bases in AAA as well as an additional 8 in the majors. He combined last year for 51 steals. You think he's only going to steal 11? You're out of your freaking minds. Also last year, worth noting, in AAA, he hit 302 with a 418 on base, 466 slugging, 884 OPS. He was a really good hitter last season in AAA. And like I said, he did struggle in the majors, but AAA, if you're putting up those type of numbers in AAA, you're going to end up probably amounting to something in the majors. So yeah, Samad Taylor is a very intriguing guy. He can fill in for Luis Urias at third base. He can play some second base if Polanco gets hurt, if Urias or Rojas or any of those guys get hurt, if Dylan Moore gets hurt. He can kind of fill the Dylan Moore, Sam Haggerty role really well. And honestly, that's kind of how I see him. I wonder if the Mariners are hoping Samad Taylor can be their Dylan Moore replacement or their Sam Haggerty replacement, because Demo's been around for a while, Haggerty's been around for a while, and neither of them are really getting any better. They're both still good enough to be on the team, and Dylan obviously has 2 years of major league contract to finish out, so Dylan's going to be around, but Haggerty doesn't have that major league contract. Haggerty is very expendable, actually, and if you think Samad Taylor can do exactly what Haggerty can do, but he's 5 years younger and has potential to actually grow into something even more, it feels like a no-brainer to end up with Samad over Sam. Now, Sam has the experience, Samad doesn't. Sam has had more success at the major league level, so I totally understand it if the Mariners do choose to keep Sam on the major league roster over Samad, at least to start things out. But if Sam Haggerty struggles or gets hurt, then I think Samad Taylor is the replacement. He's the guy that is waiting in the wings, and I think Samad Taylor can be pretty good. I'm going to say he steals 14 bases and plays about 43 games for the Mariners, hitting 230 with 4 home runs and 14 stolen bases. That's my predictions. Maybe I'm totally off. I don't know. It's kind of just throwing it out there. But I think he's going to be solid. I think he provides positive value, gets maybe 0.5 WAR, plays good defense, and overall establishes himself as a future utility man for this team in years to come. But that's just my take, guys. Let me know down in the comments. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Am I too high, too low, or just right? Do you guys agree with me? Do you agree with the projections, or somewhere in between? With that all being said, this is the NW Sportscast. Tune in tomorrow where I will talk about the guy who I think Samad Taylor might be able to replace. That, of course, is Sam Haggerty. If you want to see that, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel for more notifications to see all of our videos in the future. And we appreciate the support. And as always, guys, go Mariners.